certifications would be best for your business, and that not only means knowing your business and your craft, but it also means knowing the markets you're going to be working in and who your targeted customers are. So I was someone who I got an 8A certification. I never received a federal Beltway banded DC federal contract, however, and I did the paperwork. However, because the Small Business Administration comes in every year and they do an outside look at how are your business operations, policies, everything else, I could use that to market myself as a subcontractor to these big primes that are out in DC or wherever they are, to say I'm an 8A certified business. So your certification can be used as a marketing tool, and that's what I did in that case, because I got tired of being pissed of writing all these bids, you know, that I don't want to move to Washington, D.C. I don't mind getting on a plane, but I'm not going to live out there and be lobbying around and kissing people's rings and all the things that you have to do to be a Beltway bandit. I live in northern Wisconsin, and I like it that way. And beyond that, I also get certifications, or I become part of registries that are important in my industry. So evaluation is really important. So I'm in the U.S. Department of Education Certified Scientific Evaluators. So my certifications or continuing education expand beyond I'm woman and I'm Native. You know, they look at industry or content-specific certifications, which have been very helpful. Even being part of the Sacramento Protege program, you know, that's a great brand to be associated with, and I learned a lot of stuff, you know, so that has some clout. So you really need to think about where you spend your time, and there are some I have to have, because I work with government officials and I work with academia, and so you have to have advanced degrees. But the other part of my continuing education that helps with my niche market, Native Americans, comes in the sweat lodge or going to ceremonies. Just this week, I was in Brainerd. I just got off a plane yesterday, and the 300 and some people that came to this conference were, you know, tribal government officials, superintendents, and they were also traditional people, and they know that my continuing education, I understand how to do beadwork, I understand how to do different things, and that's what, that continuing education mattered, because it was very local and content specific. So continuing education or these certifications come in all forms, but you first need to know who is your target market, what are you going to be using it for, and then just pick a couple to get right away. See if it works. If it doesn't work, don't be afraid to let it go and move on to something else. But work a little while, look at the results. Are they paying off? If not, then move on to something different.